Now, El Dorado Park residents spent another night in the dark after a transformer tripped and blew up a few hours after being fixed. Repairs are set to get underway this morning. Let's get you the latest now with our reporter Mbali Titani. Mbali, the bad news continues for that part of Johannesburg in El Dorado Park, because what we're being told is that it could well take at least 7 days for that transformer to be fixed. It doesn't look like the lights are going on there anytime soon.
Well, Michelle, residents here in El Dorado Park are up in arms. Indeed, of course, we know that that transformer was brought back up yesterday, but again, it blew up, Michelle, leaving residents here in the dark. And they've been in the dark, Michelle, from Friday after this substation just behind me blew up. And of course, we know that technicians here from City Power, we are told, have been working overnight trying to restore the power to these residents who indeed yesterday wanted to embark on some sort of protest to highlight their frustrations when it comes to being without power. And of course, this power outage comes at a time where the entire country is facing power outages in the likes of load shedding. We know that that has now been reduced from stage 4 to stage 3. So as much as these residents are experiencing complete blackouts, the rest of the country is also experiencing power outages. But to just get a bit of insight in terms of how this has impacted the residents of El Dorado Park, we are joined by Marcel Daniels. She's from the Community Police Forum here in El Dorado Park. Now, Marcel, I'm sure a number of residents have told you, and you yourself are experiencing these power outages which seem to be not ending.
Yes, we have. Look, there are thousands and thousands of people in El Dorado Park that are without the electricity since Good Friday. And the frustration continues on these people. From a financial perspective as well, these families are being affected because a lot of people had food, perishables and non-perishables available in their homes, and now they can't use it. A lot of it has gone spoilt. A lot of them had to throw these things out. We have our elderly, our people with small babies, newborn babies, who have been affected by this. Last night, during some of the protesting, when we went to diffuse the situation, people were approaching us because they are elderly, as I said, who are sitting with oxygen. These people live off these machines, who are now being affected by this as well. They then need oxygen tanks, which we cannot provide them. We are trying to source a solution for them today so that we can assist these families, but the frustration continues. I don't think El Dorado Park can go another 7 days without electricity.
What has been the communication from City Power? We saw them releasing a statement yesterday saying that the likelihood of electricity coming back up will at least take 7 days.
Look, the communication, we've been receiving quite a bit of communication, and some of it has been a little bit confusing. So the transformer, they put it up the day before yesterday. It was idling as per the requirements of City Power for the machines to obviously work properly. And then when they started adding the loads of the community, all the various extensions, it then blew up yesterday. The communication at 6 o'clock last night was that there's a possibility that it would take City Power another 7 days to restore El Dorado Park. And that is where all the protesting started last night, was because of that particular communication. And people just cannot continue to live like this anymore.
We've seen the mayor of Johannesburg, Mpho Phalatse, making her way here, and of course she has described this as sabotage. Do you agree? Or what sentiments do you share when it comes to these allegations saying that it is sabotage being done on this property?
Look, if we look at where the substation was burning in 2 separate locations, the 2 fires, there is the possibility. But like I said earlier, it is information we are being given. We don't know what has transpired on the site the night of the fire. So right now, it's speculation from our side.
What have you been doing as the community to try and protect the substation? Because one would say that it isn't out in the open, so a number of people can actually access the substation, especially when some are attributing that initial fire to sabotage.
Look, from the Community Policing Forum, what we have done is we have managed to put an appeal out to the residents as well as private security companies who are available to provide us with the resources to protect the infrastructure. So personally, or honestly, I should say that we haven't really been protecting the substation itself because they have provided their own security, but we have been trying to protect, or we have been protecting the infrastructure around the cable thefts. We have a lot of hot spots where cable theft is rife at the moment, down in Slovo Park, up on Union Road, and we have been basically patrolling those areas and ensuring that we do not have any more vandalism or any more cable theft that can affect the progress of the work that's being done at the substation. So we have come out in numbers. We have certain extensions in Eldorado Park where the community has come out, and they are out there burning fires so that they can stay outside and look after the infrastructure. One of the ladies, probably one of the oldest people that was out on the street last night, was probably in her 70s. And our youngest team member is 18 years old. So we appeal to more community members to please come out and assist us, because we've had success. Night before, we made an arrest of 10 Basutus. And that came from the team that has been on the ground since Good Friday night.
All right, thank you very much. Of course, so that is Michelle just talking about the problems of electricity in this area. Also, they're attributing to some of the problems in this area being to cable theft, because we've continued to see this being reported, especially in the likes of the south of Johannesburg. I know that even in some parts of Soweto, they are also affected by the likes of cable theft. But I must say that we have seen officials here just really working around the clock to try and resolve this issue. Just coming here this morning, we already saw a number of officials from City Power just here trying to restore the power back to the residents of Eldorado Park.
Yeah, it's not ideal, especially given that we're just at the beginning of winter. Mbali Tethani, thanks very much indeed for that update.